Hi everybody, it's Celine from I Am Handmade, and I'm going to make a video, which is the first video I've made in months and months and months, probably like, I don't know, 6 months or something like that. I took a long break from soaping, not out of choice, but because just life sort of takes over at times, and sometimes you just aren't in the right zone to do creative things, or you find a different way to deal with stuff, and not soaping just seemed to be my way of dealing with it. Why, I don't know. These things just happen. Anyway, I have to say I'm feeling more myself, and a bit more content with the world, which I wasn't 6 months ago, but if you've watched any of my recent last videos you'll probably know why, but I'm not going to go into all that. Anyway, so this soap I'm going to make is for a challenge. It's for Amy Warden's Great Cake Soap Challenge, and this one is a it's called a Stupid Woman Has Lost Her Mind soap. It's called a spin soap, not called a spin soap, but it's something along those lines, and I'll write it down in the details when I remember it. Total menopausal woman soaping, so brain fog, Swiss cheese brain. Please forgive me for it. Actually, don't forgive me for it. It happens, and such is life. Okay, so here I have my oils, which look a bit murky, but they're not. They actually have all the milks and everything stirred into it, and it's the usual sort of mix of oils and butter and everything that I use. No, I don't give a recipe, so don't ask, because I'm not going to, in the nicest possible way. So if you don't ask the nicest possible way, then we're all going to be cool. I have my lye water here, which is just cooling down. Nice little segue. Feels so odd to be soaping in, I gotta tell you. So the basis of this soap is, it's a bit like the faux funnel pour, but different. But anyway, I'll get on to it and you'll see what I mean. This is not a tutorial, by the way, so this is just how I do it. How you do it could be something entirely different. Probably will be. So I've got my goggles on, gloves on, headband on, take my hair out of my face, and in we go with the lye water. And I have to say, this, it's like riding a bicycle, you don't forget, but at the same time it is kind of nerve-wracking. Kind of going back to basics nearly. Just washing out my jug there. Okay, so the key to this is to get a not too traced soap. So you want an emulsified soap that stays together, because otherwise your soap's ruined. But you want to be able to pour it nice and not too thinly, but not nowhere thick. So basically the key is short blasts and then stir. And when it sort of settles, stop for a second, it'll settle down. There's still some free floating oil on the top, so another zhuzh. Also, I'm soaping at slightly higher temperature than I normally would. Helps to keep the soaps, it more fluid, the soap more fluid. I feel really weird talking to the camera. I haven't done this in so long. I really am like a newbie. Okay, I think we're probably there. I will be zhuzhing my colours in a little bit, so a little bit of extra zhuzh will be happening. Well, a couple of my colours sort of work better if they get a nice zhuzh. So I have jugs. I had loads of jugs and now they're all gone. Seriously, there's 2 and there's 3. I'll do the other one from the bucket, I think. So, yeah, and fragrance. God, really, I'm a newbie at this, aren't I? So, you need like a main colour. And contrasting colours. Okay, so you can do as many contrasting colours as you wish. Entirely up to you. Absolutely cool in the gang for you. This is my blend. I've decided, like I say, to kind of go back to starters. So this is a blend of essential oils. Key to this is also getting a very well behaved fragrance to work for you. So I thought, kind of starting out, what did I do? What was the first soap I made? First fragrance, which was a citrus one. So this is sort of on the theme. It's not citrus per se, but it is it's lemongrass and rosemary. And you can see the difference in the colour with the fragrance oil, or the, sorry, essential oil. So that one, the main colour is going to be white, which is my titanium dioxide. And then I have a lovely yellow mixed up in oil, and I've just let that sit a little bit. Oh, it smells lovely. It's like a real wakey up fragrance. And I've done more lemongrass than rosemary, not half and half. That I mixed with oil beforehand. So I'm going to do a teal colour, and I want a kind of a darkish colour, and then I'm going to do a green colour. I might give that a shake. Again, not a whole amount. No, doesn't need loads. So I think I'll start from the lightest on, so my lightest will be my white. As you see, I'm not judging it a lot. Really just more to get the fragrance and the colour mixed in. That's all I want. So it's still very pourable. There's the yellow. Again, don't want us reacting too much. Teal colour, which is going to be a darker green. And then probably like a minty green. Actually, I may need to add in a little white in there just to bring it down a bit more even. That's basically it. Well, for mixing anyway. So let me just wipe down my worktop. I'm managing to splash everything. For a while my worktop was solely for card making, and I actually, you can't see it, but I have a lot of my card making stuff sort of around me. Move it out of the way. Right, thinking, should I pour that into a jug? It's probably going to be easier. Excuse me. somebody in their wisdom put the jugs up out of my reach. So as you see, I have a load more of the base, because I'm going to alternate the base colour and the highlight colours. Or at least that's the plan. Another reason I haven't been soaking recently is because I've managed to tear a ligament in my knee, for which I may or may not have to have surgery. I have to see the consultant in a couple of weeks' time, about a month's time, and see, I'm kind of not gone on the idea. Then again, whoever wants to have surgery, to be honest. Not my idea of fun, to be honest. And I have a mortal fear, like a really bad fear, of not waking up afterwards. I had major surgery when I was 27. 27? Yeah, about 27. No, 30. Like mega major surgery. But I didn't have Malky and Titchy in my life then, so it was a lot easier. Okay, my leg is beginning to hurt me, so I actually have a chair beside me and I'm going to just rest my bum on it, if you don't mind. But I have my mould here, so you should be able to see. So I'm going to start off with, I think, a layer of white, just in the bottom. Now, as you all notice, this is a mould that's different from the norm, or my norm anyway. This is a small slab mould that Malky made for me. Right, I'm going to go one colour in the corner. That yellow's actually thickening up a little bit already on me. I'm going to do sort of opposite corners. Something like that. I don't know. I don't think it really matters. Actually, this seems to be getting thicker. So the key... Okay, sitting down probably isn't working. Key is stir. Keep everything fluid. Stir, stir, stir. And if it does set up too quickly, work fast. So that there, another one there. What about the nice pale green in the middle? Seriously, who knows how this is going to work out. And then I do a bit of white on top. Should try and aim for the middle, but doesn't always work. That worked better. Okay. That needs a bit of a stir, I think. Yeah. So basically just alternate. Now I have done a faux funnel soaps before, and just check out my YouTube video. I'm sure I've tagged them with faux funnel. The one I can remember offhand was called the Tuscan Sun. I should have done alternate colours there, but anyway. Again, it doesn't really matter, you know. It's just go with what floats your boat. Tuscan Sun, but I did that in a log mould and I didn't do the swirl technique at the end, spin technique at the end, so sure we'll see how it goes. Probably a bit too thick, but maybe I can spin really fast or something. Maybe I should have done more of the colours. And less the white maybe? Sure, I'll see. I think design is so much about trying something just for the sake of trying it, you know? Giving it a go. See what happens. Well, I am obviously not following any pattern here. I kind of just go the way the soap takes me, or depending on whatever I pick up first. Make it a stir. More white. Let's go dark green. Now another interesting lesson I learned was, believe it or believe it not, and haven't ever really had to do it bar a couple of times, is work out the capacity a new mould will take. Because this is a new mould, so I will tell you what I learned today, which is the internal, now these are internal measurements, okay? So your internal height, width and depth, I guess. Height, width and depth. Yeah, your regular 3 measurements that you normally do. Oop. Okay, that'll be quick and fast. Fast and furious. So your height, width, depth multiplied by each other. So length by width by height. And then multiply all of those by 0.43, which will give you a little bit over, which is handy if you want to do textured top or whatever. It's also, I kind of like to have the little bit over just in case. Plus, I mean, you can just pour off the excess into another mould if you wanted. So we get to the last dregs. I try to make it look pretty, but I don't think I'm very well succeeding. It does smell really good though. Looks very Christmassy. What am I talking about? God, I really am out of tune with the universe. Very springy is what I meant to say. Do try and keep it somewhat neater than I have. Actually kind of okay sitting here. I thought sitting down when you're soaping would be kind of awkward and uncomfortable, but it's working for me. And because this is a shallower mold, I'm making somewhat of a pig's ear of the top of this, but not to worry, not to worry. I'm sure you will forgive me, and if you don't, well, hey ho. The white done, I'm going to do the pale green and then finish with the yellow, which I think is kind of nice. So I will bang this down just to let out any air bubbles that may have been captured in there. Do you think I have some hope of Malky or Titch doing the washing up for me? Not if they've just heard this, of course. So I don't know if you know, I have a Facebook group now. I've kind of given up on my Facebook page because Facebook was limiting views to fans, and I didn't like that. And in order to get any sort of level of any decent view, and I'm not even like, here I'm trying to sell you this sort of a view, but here, look at this thing I made, it's so cool. Or here's a new video, you might want to see it. Like, it was coming down to, out of whatever thousand number of fans or likers or whatever you call them I had, it was coming down to like 7 people saw it, and like nobody was commenting. And I actually got to the point where I thought, oh, Jesus, like, do people really not like my stuff anymore? Like, kind of disheartening. And not even like on a sales basis, but just on a sort of a, wow, am I unpopular? Am I totally out of fashion? Okay, I'm going to bang this now. It's quite heavy. It really is quite heavy. I hadn't planned for that. Okay. And this is the technique. Where you spin it. And I have a feeling I have to spin this quite a lot. Because this is not moving, I'm moving a lot. I'm going to speed this up and then come back when I think it might be done. it's done anything. Yeah, I don't think it's really spun at all, really. It's hardly moved. Like, at other ones you could see the spin. This might be a bit of a spin dud. Which is not what I wanted. I want a spin dud. So, what to do, what to do, what to do, what to do. Do I go in and do I do stuff? Do I leave it? What do I do? I think I might give it a help. Now, I probably completely failed the challenge just by doing that, but that's okay. It's not really about the challenge or winning or anything, is it? And I might want to do a little bit on top. What about something like this? Good if it shows in the centre, but hey ho. Not centre, but not bad. Not too shabby. Definitely not a spin swirl though. Definitely not. Think I failed on that one. But hey, it smells good. It's gonna be good. Life's not winning about, it's not about winning challenges, it's about taking part. And you know what? This is the first time I felt like I've taken part in life for a while. And other than sort of sitting down and feeling miserable and sad. So if the goal of this challenge for me was taking part, then I think I've achieved it. If the goal of this challenge for me was to win it, then I think I failed miserably. But you know what? Who cares? It's fun. Life is about taking part, not winning. It's nice to win, but I don't think I will. But hey ho. So that's it. Sort of off-centre, you know, kind of abstracty looking sort of type of kind of swirl-ish, very nice smelling, wonderful soap. And I hope you liked it. Probably not what you're expecting. Probably not what I was expecting. But still, hey, it's cool and I like it. I need to fiddle. Those edges are bothering me. Not that they're bothering me any less there, but... Okay, so that's it. That is my Lemongrass Rosemary Welcome Back to the World soap. Actually, that's what I'll call it, Welcome Back to the World. Who knows? And if it looks absolutely rubbish inside, it doesn't matter because we have no soap in the house, so I can use it for home, and it's like a big sunshine and it makes me happy, and that's really all that counts. So hope you're all good and you're all doing well, and loved all the messages of where are you, I love your videos, make a video again please, please, please. Excellent, brilliant, very supportive, but not like pressury, which is even better, and it's kind of a hard trick to do. So you did a great job, thanks very much, and I really appreciate it. And thumbs up if you like this, and if you've just come across the subscribe, because there's lots of other videos and they all don't look kind of as bad as this, but they may not all be as happy as this, so there's something good in everything ish. Okay, talk to you soon, and I hope you enjoyed. And oh, Malky has to make a cutter so we can cut this, so that'd be kind of interesting. He made the mould, didn't he? Even if it's actually slightly off. what I want. But it's still beautiful. And it's got little pegs. I'll show you when I demold what it has. Okay, I'll talk to you later. Enjoy. Goodbye. Oh, no glitter. It's my natural thing, you know, man. Yeah. Bye. Hi everybody, it's Celine from I Am Handmade. This light is terrible on me. Is that better? No, good. I look like a ghost. Okay, I'm trying not to look at the screen over here, but look at the camera. I didn't do a cutting video of the Lemongrass and Rosemary soaps because Malky just made the cutter today and I wanted to try it out. And in case the soaps looked really horrendous or it all went crap or something, I just wanted to have a little practice by myself. Every good artisan always shows the best of themselves, and just in case anything went sort of wonky or whatever, or horrendously wonky anyway, I just wanted to cut them myself and see how it goes. Just sort of the first time you use a new cutter or new mould, you kind of don't always know how it's going to react. Anyway, so that leads me on to my soaps, which I have cut and I have trimmed and tidied up, and they're right below me. So I am going to show you them now. Now, I'm not showing you the actual cutting, obviously, but you'll see the cut soaps, and we'll talk about them then. Okay, back in a sec. Sorry, I look really tired, don't I? Okay, this is just my worktop of my room, and my soaps are just sitting on top of the worktop. So I'm just giving you a quick look at some of the soaps. Here are some. These are going to be snippets. I know that I sell the end portion of my soaps. Actually, I'm going to zoom out because I'm quite zoomed in here. It might be better. Yeah, that's it. Okay, so the end portion of my soaps were usually the sort of end of the loaves, and I sell the snippets, but actually in this case it's going to be the top of the loaf. So on one side you're going to get the plain pattern, on the other side you're actually going to get the textured top. So I thought that was kind of fun, and these are actually work out to be slightly thicker than the old snippets in this case. Oh, sorry, finger in the wrong place. So they're almost like a half a bar, which is pretty cool and a great way to sort of test out the fragrance. The colour is looking kind of bluey green here, to my eye anyway, but it's not quite. It's more of a definite greens. Okay, so I'm going to give you a look at some of the soaps. Now the swirl didn't really work in some, but I do like this kind of a geometric pattern. The one the swirl worked out in best is this one here, and that's pretty cool. Now this was a spin swirl and it didn't really kind of work for me, and that swirl there is because I put the chopstick in at the end. So this is probably from almost the middle of the bar, but you'll see that there are other sort of patterns that formed. The snippets show that really well actually. So every bar is different, and there's a level of interest on all of them. And even with something like this, which at this level looks predominantly white, there could be an interior swirl in that once you had sort of washed down with it. There is a slight ridge to the soap bar, slightly in cutting. If you can vaguely see it there. And that's because the wire that was used has a slight twist to it, so it's given a ridged effect. But we'll change that. We're going to change that wire. It's just that we didn't have a wire to suit on hand. You see my coconut and vanilla cream soaps in the background. So I just wanted to give you a quick look at what the soaps look like. They are actually pretty much the same size, if not bigger, than the other soaps, the regular sort of shape. Here you see this one is oh my god, that's disgraceful. I've completely forgotten what it's called. Oh, isn't that really bad? This is another soap. So you can see height wise it's almost the same. It's actually, because you got the corners, probably a little bit more. Width wise almost identical, maybe even slightly more on some of them. So pretty much on par with the regular loaf soaps. I get 18 bars from this. Normally from the loaf soaps I'm getting 22, but I only get 4 snippets, and on this I'm getting 9. So it's kind of it's working well. So I may very well move to these. Sorry, I just realised I had my finger on the zoom button. These are all just cut, so very fresh. But they look really pretty. You can see the ridging on there. It's kind of nice, but I prefer a smooth look myself. Okay, so coconut in the background, and there are my shelves and all my stuff, my micas, things and stuff, and gloves, and window and the shed outside, all my buckets for cleaning. This is all my card stuff, which is right in front of me as well. I come out and I'll zoom out. It's not all my card stuff, that is a very, very small amount of my card stuff. And then over here, much more stuff. Packaging in the far distance, a baby's outfit for some entire reason, who knows. A couple of household things like the clothes dryer and things. So there's another cabinet, another table right to the side of me, so I have like an L shape. Some art materials, and then on the back wall more things, and there over in the far corner are all my fragrances, which pretty much go almost floor to ceiling. My mixer. So quick view of my soap room as well, and then back to the soaps. So that's it. Not quite a cutting video, but actually you got to see the soap room too, so there you go. So hope you enjoyed. I'll be tagging this on to the end of the making video. Alrighty, I'll talk to you soon, and I hope you enjoyed it, and I will video the cutting of the next Spin Swirl soap. Okay, in the meantime I'll say bye.